Here it is, in all of its glory. So I was scouring Google Maps looking for historic buildings, weird geographic features, and general odds and ends to make videos about. And I stumbled upon a plaque known as the Tamienne Monument, located in the very southernmost part of San Jose, very close to the Morgan Hill border. And what it is, essentially, is a granite slab encased in cement. And in the granite is etched or carved a set of binary numbers, or code, however you want to refer to it as. And then in the center, as well etched, it says Santa Clara Valley. And it's in a park in a random, I don't want to say random, but in a very unassuming location right next to a bike trail with no other signage or indication that it's there, or any background about who made it, when it was made, why it was made. And I was doing some digging online and I was not able to find any information about it. There's some speculation, some people saying that maybe IBM scientists placed it there in the 1980s. Other people are speculating that maybe a local artist put it there in the 2000s, but it's inconclusive. No one knows why it's there. It's very unassuming. You would easily miss it if you were just biking along this trail as well too, so it's definite mystery. Regardless, we are going to go check it out in person, take a look, and see if we can maybe brainstorm reasons for why it was made, who made it, when it was placed there. So let's go take a look. All right, so we have just arrived at the Metcalf Park area. We are very close to where the monument is. It's just a little bit ways down this bike trail right here. This is crazy because I have biked on this bike trail a handful of times and never had a clue that I was passing by this monument. And for those of you who are not familiar with the area, we are actually in the very southernmost part of South San Jose specifically. We are very close to the IBM headquarters, which is in a somewhat secluded area in the hills in the South San Jose area. And so that's why a lot of people have speculated that this was placed in here by IBM scientists sometime in the 80s. And you can actually find this on Google Maps. It is marked as a historic location, which is very cool. And you can see that there are a lot of reviews, most of them people stumbling upon it as they're hiking or biking along this and wondering what the heck is this thing. And a lot of other people leaving comments saying that they weren't able to find it due to the grass being high, or that it's more easily spottable because it was recently trimmed. However, today the grass is trimmed very well, and so we can see it clearly. Here it is in all of its glory. Look at this thing. This is so strange. And it's just in the middle of this bike path here, next to this creek, between the hills to the west and the hills to the east over here. All right, so let's take a closer look. So you can see this is binary right here. Just a series of zeros and ones. There are 6 lines that make out 3 words. And I actually ran it through ChatGPT myself before I came here. And what it comes out to is a duplicate of the word that's in the middle, Santa Clara Valley. These sets of binary just say Santa Clara Valley. And looking at this thing, it does seem very weathered. You can see that portions of the cement have been, the finer portions of the cement have been eaten away. You can see that there are larger pieces of rock that have been exposed, probably due to, I was thinking the elements, but likely I feel like probably lawnmower equipment wearing away at this. I mean, it could be the elements as well too, but it does look older than I would say 20 years. I would think that it was more so probably constructed in the 80s looking at it now. But I just can't get over how random this is. We're literally on a bike trail here that I've ridden myself a handful of times. People say that it is technically the center of Santa Clara County right here, and I'll overlay a map as well too, which I did look up the border of Santa Clara County, and this is kind of in the center of it, so that would make sense that they placed it in the center. But other than that, it seems so out of place. And more specifically too, the fact that there is no information that comes along with it other than it saying Santa Clara Valley. And the binary, I'm sure, is homage to the nature of Silicon Valley being a tech hub with computers, software, and technology as a whole. It's kind of an ode to that. And for reference, one of IBM's two main campuses in the South San Jose area is just over the hill that way. The other one is a bit further that way. But if I had to guess, I would say that this was likely placed here by IBM scientists maybe in the 1980s or so. Just looking at it, it looks quite aged, and I think that the 1980s, this would seem like a more fitting time to place something like this with binary. I know binary, that's still a factor with coding and how systems are set up and whatnot. However, I think in the early 2000s that would probably be, I'm not going to say a little bit less relevant, but I could see this being something that was more fitting in the 1980s. Alright, so that concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think. We are in the Silicon Valley. I know a lot of my subscribers live in this area, so if you guys know, let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know if you have any understanding of where this thing came from, how long it's been here. Even if you know that it's maybe been here for longer than 20 years, that data point alone will help us piece this together, because it is a real mystery of the Bay Area. But regardless, thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, please keep an eye out for more videos and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.